Israel is in a state of heightened alert. The nation is bracing itself for a potential Iranian counterstrike. This follows Israeli airstrikes targeting Iranian military installations. Initially, Iran downplayed the impact of these strikes. However, recent pronouncements from Tehran have taken a decidedly more aggressive tone. This has put Israeli intelligence agencies and the military on edge. They are actively monitoring the situation, preparing for a range of potential scenarios. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has addressed the nation, assuring them of Israel's preparedness. He emphasized the nation's resolve to respond swiftly and decisively to any threat. The possibility of miscalculation is a serious concern. Adding to the complexity are the regional actors who might be drawn into the conflict. The situation is being closely watched by the international community. They are urging both sides to exercise restraint and pursue diplomatic solutions. The aim is to prevent the situation from escalating into a wider conflict. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has issued a stark warning. He has threatened both Israel and the United States with a crushing response. This follows the recent Israeli attacks on Iranian military bases. Speaking to students in Tehran, Khamenei's message was clear. Any further aggression would be met with severe consequences. The timing of Khamenei's statement is significant. It coincides with the 45th anniversary of the U.S. Embassy hostage crisis. This event continues to fuel the animosity between Tehran and Washington. The confluence of these events has heightened concerns. International observers fear a potential miscalculation that could spiral into a larger conflict. In response to escalating tensions, the United States has taken concrete steps. It is bolstering its military presence in the region. This demonstrates its unwavering support for Israel. The U.S. has deployed additional military assets to strategic locations. This includes aircraft, bombers, and other resources. It serves as a deterrent to Iran and reassures regional allies. The U.S. is also engaged in diplomatic efforts to de-escalate the situation. The administration aims to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons. The increased U.S. military presence underscores the gravity of the situation. Section 4. Navigating the Brink. The escalating tensions between Iran and Israel have significantly raised the stakes. This, coupled with the heightened U.S. military presence, has increased the potential for a wider conflict in the Middle East. The region is already grappling with a multitude of challenges. These include ongoing conflicts, political instability, and economic hardship. The international community is acutely aware of these dangers. They are urging all parties to exercise restraint. The message is clear: engage in dialogue to de-escalate the situation. Diplomatic efforts are underway to find a peaceful resolution to the crisis. The goal is to prevent further bloodshed and suffering. Finding a lasting solution, however, is a formidable task. Deep-seated mistrust between Iran and Israel poses a significant obstacle. The involvement of regional actors adds another layer of complexity. The path forward is fraught with challenges. Section 5. Regional implications. The ramifications of this escalating conflict extend far beyond Israel and Iran. The entire Middle East is on edge. The possibility of a wider conflagration is a sobering thought for the region. Many nations in the Middle East are already struggling with internal strife and economic woes. A new conflict would only exacerbate these problems. It could lead to further destabilization and suffering. It could also trigger a wave of refugees, adding to the humanitarian crisis already gripping parts of the region. The economic consequences would be severe, disrupting trade routes and impacting global energy markets. This situation underscores the interconnectedness of the Middle East. It highlights how quickly local conflicts can escalate into regional crises. It is a stark reminder of the importance of diplomacy and conflict resolution. Section 6. The imperative of diplomacy. The current situation demands a concerted diplomatic effort. All parties must engage in good faith to find a peaceful resolution. This will require compromise and a willingness to address each other's legitimate security concerns. The alternative, a descent into wider conflict, is too grim to contemplate. The international community has a vital role to play in this process. It can facilitate dialogue, mediate between parties, and provide incentives for de-escalation. The focus must be on finding a sustainable solution, one that addresses the root causes of the conflict. This is a critical moment for the Middle East. The choices made in the coming days and weeks will have far-reaching consequences. The hope is that diplomacy will prevail, paving the way for a more peaceful and prosperous future for the region.